Lately, I've been getting a lot of questions about how do you increase your productivity? How do you get more done in a day? How do you set priorities? And how do you stop being mad at yourself when you don't get it all done? This and more is coming in just a minute. My name is Beate Gillette. I'm the growth architect. I help leaders and visionaries to make a bigger impact by providing them with strategies, tools, and techniques. So, productivity, processes, and systems, that only happens to be some of my very favorite things. So, productivity is really not that difficult if you think about a couple of very specific steps. So, either the night before or on the day off in the morning, you want to sit down and you want to figure out what is the single most important thing that you need to be doing today. And the tool that I recommend is a tool that I created for my clients, and I call this the Daily Five. So, like you see here on the Daily Five, there are five things that I put on in a day. And why only five? Well, it's very simple because when you have a master list, which I am sharing with you now so you can see what that looks like. So, a master list is a list of basically your brain dump. A brain dump is when you take everything that's in your head and you take it and you dump it on a piece of paper or in your productivity tool like Asana or in your notebook or wherever that goes. And then out of that, you take every day the five things that you need to be doing this particular day. And the reason this is a psychological productivity tool is because you want to not overwhelm yourself with a list that is unachievable. So if I were to sit down with a list that had 60 things on it, there's no way I could ever succeed with a list of 60 things to do in a single day because I have Zoom calls, I have meetings, I have to do the actual work. So, what can I do to drive things forward? So, I pull out the five things a day that are absolutely necessary for me to do today. And then here's the kicker: you need to commit to actually doing these five things. Once you commit to doing these five things, that is non negotiable, because if you do not commit and execute on these five items, what typically happens is that you then teach yourself that your word means nothing. And when you are breaking, my brain trainer, David Nagel, calls it breaking your commitment to yourself. When you take the commitment and you break it, psychologically, a whole bunch of horrible stuff happens in your brain because then it becomes okay. So it's compare it to like if you stop smoking and then you go, I've committed to stopping smoking, but one cigarette won't hurt. Well, you just broke your commitment. And then it's so easy to grab another one and boom, you're back to smoking. Or you say you don't want to drink or you want to drink less, and then stress happens and you say, well, one can't hurt, one is like nothing, I stop after one. So this is about you taking responsibility for what you say that you are going to do. So here's the thing though, I don't care what you're promising yourself. You care what you're promising yourself. So when you are promising yourself to do something, you you need to follow through on that. So if five things are too much for you and you can't do that, then start with one thing and then add more things. On my list, I have at the bottom an area that says uber accomplished, and it says uber accomplished because if you do more than the five things, then you've done more than you said you were going to do. Therefore, you are an uber achiever, an overachiever, which is a great signal for your brain. So the confidence erosion that a lot of you are suffering from comes from you not keeping your commitments to yourself. It is so easy to be tired. It's so easy to want to watch a show. It's so easy to want to talk to a friend. It's so easy to find an excuse, go to the bathroom, get a glass of water. I mean, I have 100 excuses myself, but the discipline to do the action that you need to be taking to move forward, whatever it is that you want to move forward, and whether that's your job, your career, your self-development, your family, your intimacy, your business, there's always an intention a commitment, and then there's actions that need to be executed to move this commitment forward. And that is my trick to being more productive, is by setting small achievable productivity goals, hitting them and achieving more and continuing to move yourself forward. Because if you do 5 things a day, you do that 5 times a week, that's 25 things. That means in any given month, you would be doing 100 actions that move you closer to the goal, to where you want to be at. This is Beat Gillette, the Growth Architect. If you like this video, go ahead and like it, watch some of my other videos. And if you're so inclined, go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching.